Alright, hello everyone. My name is Brian Boo, and uh, for this video, I will introduce you guys to a data analysis tool named as Tableau. Okay, so Tableau is a paid software for us to conduct data visualization and also data analysis, similar to Microsoft Excel. But in the meantime, it can also be used as a platform for us to present our data and also analysis, like Microsoft PowerPoints, right? So in other words, it is a software that combines both Microsoft Excel and also Microsoft PowerPoints together, so that you can conduct data analysis and visualization, and also prepare your presentation slide in the exact same software. So what is the advantage of Tableau? Like I've said just now, Tableau combines both data visualization and also preparation of presentation in one software. So it is one of its advantage, which alright. The another advantage is that Tableau is actually quite beginner friendly. Okay, it doesn't need much technical knowledge to use it. Okay, because it will have many features that will guide its users. Okay, I will show you later on in I will show you later on. I will show you guys about that later on in our video. Okay, so first of all, we need to install Tableau in our computer first. Tableau actually is a paid software. You need to pay. In order to get the license to use it. But for us, the university student, Tableau will provide us a free 1-year license. So we can just apply that and use it for 1 year and to try if it's useful to us. Alright, so I will show you guys. So first of all, I will show you guys how to install and get the license first. Alright, so let us begin. So for your information, Tableau is offering a free 1-year license to us, the university students, to try their product for free. Alright, so to access this, first of all, we need to go to the website of Tableau, tableau.com, and then click try free. Okay, so afterwards, just scroll down and click on this students, and then click on get Tableau for free. Alright, there is a window that pops out. So just fill up this form and then click verify student status. Alright, so after this, the website will go to a Gmail login page. Okay, so just log in your university email over there, and then they will send an email to your university's email. Alright, so we will continue over there. Alright, so this will be the example of email that you will be receiving. Okay, so there is a product key over here to activate your Tableau desktop, and there is also 2 links over here, the 2 download links. Okay, we will only be using Tableau desktop in this workshop. Okay, so just go to the first link only, and then another tab will pop out, and just start the download link. Okay, so just afterwards we will just install Tableau by using this executable, and then Don't forget to copy your product key over here also, so that you can activate the software later on. Alright, so after the download is complete and you have clicked launch the executable, okay, a window like this will pop up to set up your Tableau. Okay, so just tick this box to show that you have read and accept the TOC, and then this checkbox is optional, but I prefer that I don't send product usage data to them. Okay, afterwards you can click customize over here to change the install location. Okay, so I prefer to install it in my D drives. Okay, so alright, so you can also this is also optional. Okay, and then after you have done, just click install and then click yes, and then okay, the installation process will begin, and then just wait for it to complete. Alright, so after you have installed the Tableau, okay, and you can launch it by double click on the icon on the desktop, and then a such window will pop up. Alright, so as you guys know, Tableau is a software that helps us to visualize our data and to perform analysis on it, okay, so that we can understand our data better. Alright, so the very first thing we have to do over here is to connect our data source to Tableau. Alright, so in this workshop we will be using Microsoft Excel. Alright, the sample of the Microsoft Excel file will be provided in the link in the description. Alright, so to connect our data source to Tableau, just click on this Microsoft Excel under the to a file row. Alright, and then just go to your destination folder and choose the file and click open. Alright, and then yeah, we have successfully connect the data source to Tableau. Alright, so for this workshop, we will be using only the first sheet, that is the orders sheet over here. Right, okay, so for your information, there are 3 sheets in this file, okay, but we will be using only the first sheet. Alright, so to access this, we just drag these orders to here. Alright, there you go. Okay, as you can see, Table will provide a preview for us to view our data. Okay, and then we can also see that what fields are there in this sheet. Okay, as you can see, there are record ID, order date, ship mode, and so on. Alright, okay, and before we continue, on the top right side there is a connection, right? There are live and extract. Okay, what does it mean? Alright, so for live connection, it means that Table will have a live connection between itself and to the data source, that is our Excel file in this case. This means that whenever there is a change in our Excel file, there will be also a change reflected immediately on Table itself, right, in our analysis. Okay, whereas for the extract mode, Table just extract the data source on current time, on the time that you edit the data, and then yeah, it just extract the data source on that time only. Okay, so whenever there is a change in the data source itself, the changes will not be reflected immediately to our analysis in Tableau. Okay, so yeah, but there is another thing that when we are using live connection, we need to have a internet connection also. Okay, but if we choose extract mode, we do not have we no we do not have the internet connection. Okay, we don't have the need. Okay, so for this case, we will be using the extract connection. All right. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, you guys see over here there is a sheet 1. Okay, just left click on this. Alright, okay, before that we have to save first. We have to save our file because we choose to we choose the extract connection mode. Okay, alright, so just save the file first. Okay, alright, just click save, and then let's move on to the first sheet. Alright, let's see on the left hand side. Alright, there are below this table's category. Okay, as you can see, there are icons with blue color and also icons with green color. What does it mean? Alright, so for blue color one, alright, it means that these fields are discrete. Alright, yeah, as in the one in statistics. Alright, these fields are discrete. This means that these types of data is not continuous, and each value are discrete on its own, whereas the green one is the continuous fields. Right, and then when you see there are also different icons such as ABC, a globe, and also a calendar. I believe you guys know what it is. Okay, it means that ABC is a string, a globe is a location, a calendar is a date, and then this means a random number. All right. Okay, so that concludes our introduction. Let's move on to the next phase. Alright, so let us continue. Alright, so the first graph that I'm going to demonstrate in this workshop is to plot a plot a line graph in Tableau. Alright, so as you guys know, the data source our data source is orders from US superstores. Okay, for US superstores. Alright, so suppose that we want to plot a graph of sales over time. Okay, so how do we do it? Okay, so there are two elements that we need in this graph, that is sales, and another thing is date. All right, so for our y-axis, we drag the sales to the rows, that is the y-axis, and then it becomes the sum of sales. Alright, this means that table helps us to sums up all of the sales in the sheets. Alright, and then the another element that we need is the order date. Alright, this is supposed to be the x-axis, and then we just drag it to the columns, and then tada, our graph is plotted. Okay, you can change the view to entire view over here so that you have a better visual representation of the data. Okay. All right, but as you guys can see over here, this graph is plotted, but however Tableau can make this graph to be more detailed. Okay, so do you guys see the plus sign over here in the year, before the year? Okay, we can press it and drill down the element. Okay, this button, by clicking this button, Tableau will help us to drill down the graph further. Okay, by clicking the year once, it will drill down to quarters. As you guys can see over here, the graph is divided into 4 years, and which every year we have 4 quarters. Okay, and then we can further drill down the graph by clicking the plus sign again on the quarter. Okay, it will then drill down to every month. Okay, but as you guys can see over here, the graph is getting a bit messy. Okay, so we are going to delete the quarter pill over here. Okay, you just click the delete button, and then yeah, we will have a graph for every year. Okay, so we can see by doing this step, we can have a better visual representation uh, for our data for every year. We can see that, oh, um, uh, for every year, if our sales is getting higher or not, and then which month of the year we get higher sales or not. Okay, but we can analyze the data further because Tableau provides the function for us to do so. Okay, I believe most of you wants to use Tableau for this purpose also. Okay, because because Excel can plot the graph also. So to make to make better use of Tableau, we can analyze the data. Okay, as you guys can see over here, there is a analytics just beside of the data. Okay, we can go to it, and then by clicking trend line, double click this, and then yeah, we just done a simple linear regression analysis on every year of our sales. Okay, this is what Tableau capable to do. It helps us to visualize our data source better and helps us to conduct analysis faster by just clicking a few buttons, and then yeah, boom, we have just finished analyze 4 years and conduct the regression for all 4 years. Okay, to view the analysis of linear regression, just move your cursor over here, and then you will see. Alright, the first one is the equation for the regression model, and then the second one is the R-squared value, and the third one is the p-value. Alright, so Tableau is capable to help us to conduct the analysis faster, okay, so that we do not have to use our calculators and so on. Okay, even Excel can't be used to calculate so fast. Okay, so yeah, we will move on to another part. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. R squared value is an indicator to show that um, how much our data is closer to fit to the linear regression model. So optimally, we want it to be as closer to 1 as possible, uh, so that our data shows that it fits the linear model. Okay, it is an indicator to show that how close our data to the linear model. Okay, so we want the R squared value to be as closer to 1 as possible. Okay, and then whereas for p value, we want it to be as closer to 0 as possible, because p-value is the indicator to show that how much confidence that we can reject the null hypothesis. Okay, so the closer our p-value to 0, so that we can reject the hypothesis, and then it will show that our data that there is a correlation between our two variables in the data. Okay, in this case is the sales and the time. Okay, all right, so okay, now we are done with this line graph. Okay, lastly we should rename our graph name. Okay, oh yeah, we can just rename it over here. graph of sales over time, and then yeah, it will straight rename over here also. Alright, so we will proceed to another plot. Alright, so let's move on to the second graph. Okay, so to create another graph, you have to create another worksheet first. By clicking this button over here, you can create a new worksheet. Remember, it is the first button. Okay. Okay, so the second graph that I'm going to demonstrate in this workshop is to how to plot a bar graph in Tableau. Okay. Let's say we want to plot a bar graph of sales according to category. Okay, so first of all, the variables that we need is sales. So let's drag the sales fields to columns, and then another thing that we need is categories. Okay, but before that, can you see over here? There is country, state, and city. If you remember, in our data source, country, state, and city are separated. There are 3 separated fields, but Tableau automatically create a hierarchy to group them up. That is one of the functions of Tableau, which is it will automatically create a hierarchy for countries and time if such data present in your data source. Okay, but we are not using this over here, I think. But another variables that we need is category. But as you can see over here, there are 2 fields that are similar. That is category and subcategory. We know that subcategory is under the category. Okay, so we can create a hierarchy to group them up. So to create a hierarchy, just click this arrow over here and then go to hierarchy. Click create hierarchy. Okay, let's name it as product hierarchy. Okay, and then to put subcategory under the category, let's just drag subcategory field to under the category, and then there you go. You have just placed subcategory under the category. Okay, so you may ask, what is the use of this hierarchy? Okay, I will demonstrate to you over here. Okay, so another variables that we need in this graph is categories, right? So we just drag the category fields to the rows, and then let's change it to entire view. Oh, by the way, if you are not sure which field to put in columns or rows, you can just click over here, show me, and then you can change. Okay, Tableau will show the suggested figures to plot for you. In this case, we are using the horizontal bars, and then coincidentally, Tableau, this is also recommended by Tableau. Okay. So in case you don't know which figure is suitable for the variables, just click show me and then go, and then Tableau will show you what to do. Alright, so let's demonstrate to you guys what hierarchy can do. By creating a hierarchy, the fields will have a plus sign in front of the fields. Okay, we can just click the plus sign, and then Tableau will drill down the plot further like such. Okay, we will have categories and subcategories, and then we can also click minus to go up. Okay, so this is one of the functions of Tableau to help us in our analysis. Alright, so that is all about hierarchy. Okay, let's distinguish our bars according to categories. To do so, just drag the category field to color, and then yeah, each categories will have different colors. And then what else we can do? Let's show the numbers. So let's drag the sales peel to the label under the marks cut, and then there you go. Tableau will show the exact numbers over the bars. And then we can also drag the country peels to the filters. Okay, select all, apply OK, and then click show filter. Alright, so that we can filter which countries that we want to see for this graph. Okay, so as you can see over here, these filters applies to, like, you can select many options, right? Actually, you can change it by clicking this arrow over here. Let's say we change to single value list, so that we can only view one country at a time. Right, let's say we are choosing Malaysia. Alright, what else we can do? We can also sort the bars according to how much sales they have. So to sort, just click the button over here. You can sort it by ascending or descending or random. Alright, let's set it as descending. Okay, as you can see over here, there are some bars that are very small, like such as labels, fasteners, binders, paper. These subcategories have very small sales. So let's say you want to make your plot to be more viewable and less complicated. You can actually group these subcategories up. So to do so, just hold down your shift key on your keyboard and then click the name, and then right click and then go to group, and then table will group them up under one groups. Okay, let's say we want to change the name, so right click and then go to edit alias. Then let's say we name it as small items. Alright, so we have successfully grouped those subcategories with very small sales together and combine them into one bar, so that our graphs will be less complicated. Okay, let's sort this to descending mode. Alright, I think that is all we can do for bar graphs. So let's just rename it to sales by category. Alright, so yeah, that is all for bar graph. Okay, by this time you should actually save your progress, okay, in case your computer shuts down or anything like that. It will be much of a trouble. So to save, just go to file and then go to save as. Alright, so let's say we save it as data analysis workshop 2. Alright, there are two save type over here, which is Tableau package workbook and Tableau workbook. What is the difference between them? So for Tableau workbook, it is just a normal workbook, which this workbook will have to have a connection between the workbook and the data source. This means that it is not quite a portable safe version for Tableau workbook. Okay, this one, because you have to send both the data source and the workbook to someone else, so that they are able to access these graphs and ensure them to be accurate. Okay, but for the another version, which is Tableau package workbook, you just have to send this file only to another person and they are able to open the file and view the figures, because this save type will consist of both the data source and the figures and the data analysis together, so that they are in one package, so that you can just send this package to another person and they are able to access what you have been doing. Alright, so let's say you have saved your file. So let us move on to the third plot that I'm going to show you, which is a pie chart. So let's go to a new sheet, and then let's say we are going to plot let's say we are going to plot the pie chart to show that the percentage of sales according to segment. Alright, so let's say we are going to plot this pie chart. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is sales, right? So just drag sales pill to columns, and then drag segment pills to rows. And remember what I've mentioned before. We can just click to show me and choose the figures that we want, and if it's available, table will help us to plot it. So since pie charts is available, let's just click pie chart, and then table will automatically pull the pill to the suitable place, and then the pie chart will be plotted. Okay, so let's change it to entire view so you can have a better view of it. Okay, so let's say we want to see we want to have the date filters, so let's drag the order date to the filters card, and then let's select years, and then click next, select all, apply, okay. Alright, and then go to show filter, and then it is just the same as the plot before. Like just now I've shown you, you can customize all of this to show that which pie charts we want to see for what year. Okay, so you can see we can choose 2015, 2016, 2017, and 2018. Alright, so but we are lacking of details in our pie. So let's say we want to see segment. Okay, we want to see which part of the pie represents what, so we just drag segment to the label, and then there you go. It will put the labels on the pie. And then let's say we want to see the percentage, like what. Okay, so just drag the sales pill to the label. Alright, but it is sales, right? It is not percentage. So if you want to change it to percentage, we can use this function. Just click this arrow over here, and then go to quick table calculation. As you can see over here, these are the variables that table are able to help us to calculate. So since we want to see percentage, so just select percent of total, and then table will show us which how much percentage for each segment will be. Okay, this table will automatically convert the sum of sales to percentage. Alright, so I think that's all for pie chart. It is quite easy. Okay, let's just rename it as sales according to segment. month. Alright, so I think that is all for pie chart. It is very easy, right? So let's move on to the another. Alright, so the fourth types of graph that I wanted to show you guys in this workshop is world heat maps. Okay, so because it is a world map, so we will need latitude and longitude. This is automatically generated by Tableau itself, and then just drag this over here, and then you can just put it either way you want, and then just click show me and then click symbol maps, and then Tableau will automatically generate a world map according to the OpenStreetMap applications. But in order for this to work, you need to have a live internet connection, okay? Because Tableau is accessing the internet to get these world maps. Alright, so let's say we want to plot a world heat maps to see that to see the profits in every country. Alright, so to see such graph will display a deeper color for profits for country with high profits, and then let's say a lighter color for country with low profits. Alright, so we will have a better version, we will have a better view of our data according to the countries. Alright, so let's say we want to do this, so we can just drag. So the first variable that we need is sales, right? So we also need countries, so let's just drag country to detail. Alright, and then drag profits to colors, and then there you go. We will see that countries with blue colors are the countries with high profits, where countries with low profits, the colors will be yellow. Alright, actually we can change this color. Okay, we can right click this and then click edit colors. So let's say we change it to blue. Okay, click apply, and then there you go. We will change it to another style of color. Yeah, let's change it to another contrasting color, red and green diverging. Alright, so that's about it for world maps. And then let's say we want to have more details, and then just drag those pills to the respective cards. Let's say we want to show the country's name, so just drag the country pills to label, and then you will see the country's name pop up in the world maps. And then let's say we want to see how much the exact numbers of profit, so just drag the profit pills to label 2, and then you will see. Alright, it is very simple for this kind of it is quite simple for this graphs. Alright, let's say we want to add some more things to make our graphs to be more useful. Let's add some filters. Let's drag all the dates to the filters card, and then years. Next, just select all, apply, OK. Alright, show filter, and then change it to single value list, and we will see how much how the countries perform according to years. Alright, So let's rename this sheet to profits by countries. Alright, so I think that's about it for world maps. Let's move on to another types of graph. Alright, so the very last graph that I want to show you guys in this workshop is how to plot a combination graph, which is a graph with two y-axis. Okay, we also call it as a dual combination graph. Okay, let's say we want to investigate the relationship between discounts and sales for every items for items under for each subcategories varied by year. Okay, so let's say the two y-axis we want the graph to be is discounts and sales, and then the x-axis is time. Okay, let's say we want to plot a graph like this. So the variables that we need are discounts. Let's drag discounts to rows, and then sales to rows also. And then the another variable that we need is date. Alright, so I prefer discount to be at the behind. Okay, so to change it to be a combination graph, just go to the arrow of the second pill, click it, and click dual axis. Let's change it to anti-view. So as you can see over here, Tableau will automatically combine two graphs into one. Okay, so let's say I want to have sales as a bar, so I'll click on the marks cut over here and then change it to bar, and then ta-da, there you go, we will have a combination graph. Okay, so you can also do this by using the show me function. Just drag whatever fields to either columns or rows, and then just click show me, and then just click the dual combination, and then Tableau will also helps you to do it instantly. But since I know how to do it, I will just do it my way. Okay, so you can also do it by using the show me function. Alright, so let's tidy it up. So the another thing that we need is subcategory, right? So I think we should drag subcategory to the filters, and then let's click all, apply OK, and then show filter, and then just do it the same like we used to do, change it to single value, and then we will see for each category we will have different kinds of graph, so that we can investigate the relationship between the sales and discounts for each subcategory. Okay, we can analyze that if the discount for the items on this subcategory will affect its sales or not. Alright, so what else we could do? Let's put some labels on it, I guess. Let's drag sales to label. Okay, and then alright, so I think that's about it. That's all about it. So let's just rename this sheet to discounts and sales by subcategory varied by time. Alright, so these are the 5 plots that I've showed you guys. Alright, so I've shown you guys 5 plots to use in Tableau. Alright, so the very next thing I will be showing you guys is to how to combine these plots into a dashboard. Alright, so let us move on to the last part of our workshop, which is creating a dashboard. You can create a dashboard by clicking this button, the second button, to create a new dashboard. Alright, so to show the title, just tick this checkbox, and there you go. There will be a title at the top. Alright, so let's format this title. You can double click this and format it. Let's put it in the center. And then let's change its colors by go to layout and then go to borders, and then let's give it some background colors, and then let's also give our contents some background colors too. Alright, so what is the function of a dashboard? A dashboard is it functions similar as a PowerPoint slide. Alright, it can combine multiple figures into one single tab, so that the data visualization will be better. You can view multiple graphs in one single page, right? So that you don't need to navigate to other tabs to see different types of graphs. Whereas you can just combine multiple of them into one single tab. Alright, so to import the graphs, just drag the sheets and then let's drag it to the dashboard, and then yeah, you import it. Alright, let's import another. Let's import a pie chart by dragging it downwards. Alright, as you can see on the right hand side, there will be containers. Alright, these containers are the filters for the pie chart. Alright, so if you have filters on your graphs, by dragging the graphs to a dashboard, it will include the filters also. Alright, so let's make the filters floating so that it will be better for us to view. Alright, let's delete this container, and there you go. We have complete a dashboard, which is a PowerPoint slide. Alright, so these filters will also change the graphs as in the single as in the graphs, okay, as in a single sheet. Alright, so if you have a filter such as like if both of your graphs also have the same filters, Tableau will combine both of them into one, so that a single filter will change two graphs. Alright, and then it is better for us to use more filters in our graphs, so that our dashboard will be much more interactive. Alright, so let's create another one. Then show dashboard title. Then let's format it. Alright, let us drag some plots over here. And there you go. We will have another dashboard. Alright, so yeah, that's basically all about the dashboard. You can combine multiple graphs into one tab, and then you can make your presentation, your PowerPoint slide to be more interactive by including more filters. Alright, so I'll left this to your exploration. Alright, so for the last thing that I will show you is a story. So what is a story? A story is it functions similarly like a Microsoft PowerPoint file. Okay, it will combine multiple PowerPoint slides, in this case our dashboard or a sheet, into one single tab. Alright, so let's import some sheets. Let's import dashboard 1, and then you can add caption over here to describe what does this page do, and then to create another page just click blank. Alright, let's put dashboard 2. Right, so you can just navigate multiple sheets or dashboards by clicking these buttons over here. So it makes this tab similar to a Microsoft PowerPoint file. Alright, so I think that's all about our workshop. Alright, so as a conclusion, Tableau is quite a good data analysis tools that will help us to visualize and also conduct analysis of our data. Alright, it functions just like Microsoft Excel plus Microsoft PowerPoint. It combines both of their function into one software. But it can performs calculations and also many data analysis such as linear regression or other types of regression, and also trend line forecasts and other things like that, just like Microsoft Excel. But it also has features to help you to make your presentation, such as animations and other things like that. But I will not cover it in this workshop. Okay, so you can also make your presentation more interactive than normal PowerPoint slides, because you can add filters to your graphs like years or countries, so that you can change your graphs to show different types of data, and then it will help us to it will help in your presentation better. Okay, it will help in your presentation and analysis better. So I think that's all about our conclusion. Thank you everyone for attending this workshop. If you have any inquiries, you can just email to me. Right, thank you.